Todd, we're back. Back. End of the year. It's been a good year.
It's been a great year.
Quick recap on the tattoo convention, and then we'll let everyone know about the plans for next year.
Yep.
So,
It went off. It was better than expected.
yep,
Obviously, we were shitting ourselves.
yep, the roller coaster was real.
Yeah, it was real. We've made cancellation posters. We'd done it all.
What was that? The best tattoo convention?
That never was. Yeah, I've still got that on my phone. Made the poster and everything. It was that close to
Yep.
not happening, wasn't
it
it?
was-
That was
yeah.
really.
And then
The council was,
it was real.
putting us through our paces.
Yeah, that's just like red tape, man. And,
Yeah.
realised a lot, learned a lot, remortgaged a lot.
Yeah.
But thankfully, it came through, and, the tattoo community, from artists to collectors to just general punters on the street,
Yeah.
the tattoo god shone on us, and
Yeah, we just put so much effort into it, and a big thing, we're self-funded, like we all know that we put our balls on the line,
yeah,
and it was a pretty scary, unknown thing
Yeah.
to do.
yeah,
Like if we failed, we'll fucked, basically.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, the finer details like that we went through, just from simple things, hoping and trying to make sure that the artists got what they needed.
yeah, like killer merch packs for everyone, or killer supply packs. Industry came through, After Art, Redo, all the other people that were part of it was mega.
Yeah.
I think the hiccups, the feedback I've got from it was, some of the hiccups were obviously the aisles.
The aisles are too.
And
That's going to be rectified this time around.
And that was just because, the floor plan wasn't followed to a T, and it was too late to reconfigure it. So
Yeah.
we appreciate everyone being so cozy, saying hi to their neighbours and everything, but it worked out in the end. So next year, it's that part will be smoothed out.
Yes. Yeah, that's going to be. That was a big. That was just a learning curve. Like,
Yeah.
but as far as everything else went, like that made the aisles were busy.
Yeah, and I think, totally. And I think as soon as, the doors opened and people came in and people started printing money,
Yeah.
everyone was happy.
Yeah. It always makes a big difference. Like that, as from our point of view and from the artist's point of view, it is the great unknown to go into something that's hasn't been done before. It's a new building. It's run by tattooers. It's a whole new thing.
Yeah. Like, we got no event skills or anything like
No.
that. Like the stress, it might have looked like on the outside we were doing good, but some of the time inside I was like falling apart, crumbling. If I needed a hug.
Moments.
I needed a hug.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Luckily, we're an all-inclusive convention.
Yeah, there's hugs everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was super nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
So I think some of the other things that I noticed, some was like the judging a little bit, and that's all me. I take all that on the chin, and we'll rectify that for next year.
Fine.
But again, we did what we could, and had a lot of internationals come, a lot of people come from interstate as far as WA.
Yeah.
So, speaking of internationals, I think one of the boys from New Zealand did 43 tattoos over the week.
Yeah, Craigie Lee did something like that.
I think Dan and his son Yan Gold, they were booked up Friday night for the whole weekend and more.
Yeah, and then they came here.
Came to work here, so it was great.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. That's all you can hope for.
Yeah.
So if people can stay in Sydney and do a bit more, and because it is so far away for, especially people from the UK and things like that. But
Yeah.
it's
The American contingent.
Yeah.
Hey.
Freddie, Eddie, that was amazing. Chad.
Yep.
all that
Dong.
crew. Yeah.
Mate, Davey, the list goes on.
Yeah.
Well,
It was really good.
Yeah.
It was a good crew, and everyone was really into it.
Yeah. Seminars kicked ass too.
Yeah, that was like a bit of a that was a surprise. Like any seminars I'd ever been to, mainly in Australia. They were always just it's just crickets. There's two people sitting there eating chips or whatever that have nothing really.
Having a rest, mate.
Yeah, having a rest. But we had those rooms like they were booked up. Yeah, they were like full. Like you just see the footage from it, and it was pretty. It was good to know that people are looking for knowledge.
Yeah, I think that's part of the shift in the industry as well. A lot of the younger generation, even, there's so much info out there now. There's like good podcasts.
Yeah.
There's, there's masterclasses, there's tutorials, there's YouTube. So it's an era of self-learning as well. But
of course.
I think if they can come in person and talk to artists as well.
Yeah.
We had the apprentice talks, we had like photography, we had tattoo history, had lots of things which appealed to a wider audience.
Yeah, and because tattooing's not just tattooing anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's a business in itself. It's a business, it's a huge learning curve. It's like there's so many things that go into having a successful career.
Yep.
Than just sort of being good at tattooing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think you see some artists come into it.
It's a package deal.
Totally, and if you've got the package, man, that's when you can write your own symphony.
Yeah, exactly. And
otherwise, you're playing bass in a rock and roll group for your whole life.
Yeah,
There's different levels, so it's So I think with 2024, we're back again, and I wouldn't say we're going to be bigger, but we'll definitely be better.
Yeah. More fine-tuned.
More fine-tuned, yeah.
And well, it is going to be bigger.
Yeah, not mega, not doubling the size.
No. We are going to do downstairs though.
Yeah.
So that's going to be. It's the same building.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not as big downstairs. It just creates more room.
Yeah.
So we can have bigger aisles and that sort of thing. So that's going to be the...
And the 2 floors will be, then you're up and down those beautiful stairs.
Yeah, you get to use the building. Like, because we hire the building.
Yeah.
So, like, we want to utilise the building, and then the bar area is going to be like... So it would be its own place to go visit this time.
Totally. You can definitely vape outdoors, not indoors.
You can walk around with booze.
You can walk... You can... If you're smart, you can sneak your own booze in, but only what there is. Like, there were some artists, like, bless them, I've done it before, sneaking booze in from...
You can't put it on the bench, though.
Yes. Put it in a brown paper bag or put it in a plastic cup.
Yeah.
Like, just don't...
Be creative. Don't
rub it in their face.
Yes.
But, so we've got all that. We're going to change. The seminar room is not going to be utilised this year.
No.
We're going to utilise the other room, the glass room that was out off the terrace.
Yep.
That's going to be the new seminar room.
Yep.
And that's also going to house the Made to Suit exhibition from Benji and Dan up on the Gold Coast. Mm-hmm. We were lucky here to host it at Little Tokyo after the Sydney Tattoo Convention. So we're going to do that again next year with about 30 Sydney artists. Then we're going to shut it down for a couple of weeks. Then it's going to re-emerge at the Tattoo Convention with about 60 bodysuits. Yeah. So that's going to be pretty amazing as well. Yeah, that's going to be cool. Like, lift the whole art show level, just blow the roof off that building with it.
Yeah, and then the other thing we didn't talk about was doing every artist's banner was hand...
Best banner.
Yeah, best banner, but we wanted them hand painted or hand done, not not printed. I suppose. So then we could do some sort of auction where people could buy the banners off artists and do something like that. That's been in the mix, so that could be cool. Any feedback would be great from anybody.
Let us know what you guys want from that. Also, what you want from seminars. Obviously, we're going to run the same things that were successful. Like last year, Chris Rand couldn't come through due to like some family issues. He was going to do one on the business side of tattooing, so that will be back there again.
Yeah, that will be great because he's the most qualified to talk about it.
Totally. Qualified accountant, MBA, second generation tattooer. His daughters tattoo, his wife tattoos, so understands the intrinsic running of a business from an owner and also as an artist. So
Yes.
that'll be a
Yeah.
great one.
Yeah, he's got a lot of knowledge on the family tree of tattooing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So that'll, I'm super interested into listening.
Oh, for
listening
sure. Well,
to
especially
Chris
now
talk
with
about it.
all the changes happening in New South Wales with sled taking over. So it's another minefield, and, you know, everyone's going through this whole new teething system again that we went through 10 plus years ago.
Yeah.
You know, we can maybe even reach out and ask somebody from sled to come
Yeah.
talk to us.
Yeah. Tell
You know,
Yeah.
maybe again, like even Gallagher's, because, you know, my insurance went up here a lot this year.
Yep.
Just because of red tape. Maybe we can get someone from Gallagher's can come out and talk to us as well, or
Yeah.
studio owners. So let us know what you want, how we can refine it, what you think were the hits and the misses. You know, strong internationals coming again, and I imagine it's got a life of its own, and it's going to follow the traditional, the Japanese, the real tattooing style of you know, thing, and roll
Yep.
from there.
But like, we could. I think we're going to have some machine building talks,
Yep.
and, you know,
Yeah.
just servicing, tuning,
Yep.
things like that. You know,
How to
like
change spring.
how to change a spring, how to do the basic things that a lot of tattooers don't know about.
Yeah,
basically.
it's been lost in the mix.
Yeah, it has, and it's still there because people still use them in every tattoo shop.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And,
So-
you know, where was I recently? I was tattooing somewhere, and up in Queensland, and one of the other artists walked in and went, "Oh, who's using that old shit?" You know, I was using a coil.
Yeah.
But then they were coming over going, "Oh man, that actually sounds really good."
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, a well-tuned machine
The
is on when it's on song is amazing. sound.
Just the extension of your head,
Yeah.
your arm, and
Yeah.
then the sound's just like wow, wow, wow. It's like,
Yep.
it's beautiful.
So yeah, I think that's awesome. Working with an old school tattoo guy on a mini doco. I know there's a guy from regional Victoria wants to bring up about 30 bodysuits in a minivan.
Perfect.
You know, so trad stuff. If you're in the know, you know who that's probably going to be. So there's some real cool stuff. We can just refine it and lift it.
Yeah, just more. We sort of have a better understanding of the crowd, what the artists want to see, what people
Yep.
are interested in, and
Yeah.
so we can just elevate it a bit more with
Yeah.
what we learnt,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be
Good after parties, proper planned after parties this time.
yeah.
That was a good one. People were loving it. Thanks to Ramblin' Rascals, and like Sanchez helped pull that off right at the last minute.
Charlie, I'm actually tattooing Charlie today.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, after this.
There you go. So I reckon we can do a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. Whether it's all the same venue or multiple venues, who knows?
Yeah.
But I think it's a good one.
Oh, and another thing, we're gonna get the organ is gonna be played in Sydney Town Hall
Exactly.
this time around.
On
So it's gonna be
maybe every
pretty
morning.
special.
Shout out to
it's going to
the
be in the welcoming thing. Welcome to the
Yep.
town hall.
Yeah, amazing. Like, you know, such good feedback from, you know, it was like genius. I think it was either you or Katie came up with that Spotify playlist where
Yeah,
all the
Katie.
artists could just dump their songs into it.
Yeah.
Man, what a soundtrack.
Oh, well,
Soundtrack of our lives.
yeah. It was good. It was good. The guys upstairs on the the DJs, they were having a good time.
Yeah.
They'd never seen other. I don't think they'd ever. All they said they'd never done anything like that.
Yeah, and hadn't turned it up that loud for a long time.
Nah, yeah.
Like when the Matildas were playing and we'd just yell it out, we'd put new songs on. I was texting him, turn it up, mate. It was the best.
Oh, the Matildas, that was great.
Yeah. I think one of the many fond memories of the convention was at the end when we're all packing up, and I think Freddie and Eddie were still working. I think Eddie's still working. I look around, Freddie's coming down the aisle, just playing air guitar to some song that was playing loud.
Yeah.
You know, just loving it. I always loved it.
Oh, they had a great time.
Yeah.
And they said thank you to everybody for all the support too, didn't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
They were blown away. They were saying it was the best convention they'd ever been to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's pretty big
They're
coming from
not
those
dropping
guys.
that stuff
No.
lightly.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
I
I don't know what else. Oh, amazing poster that's just about to be dropped. Our new poster, sticking with the theme of best tattoo convention posters ever. Last year's was by Rob Sloan. It got like such amazing feedback. Like MJ Forrest goes, man, this is like the first convention poster in a long time that looks like it's for a tattoo convention.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it translated really well, didn't it? To everything.
Who's behind this year's one?
Emily Jane
From Tattoo Rosies.
She's been all over it.
So yeah, good merch again. You know.
Yeah, we'll be doing a bit more with the merch. That'll be good. Get that moving. It was really good. We got a lot of support from that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's good. I was in. I was just walking through.
I've seen it everywhere.
St. Peter's a while ago, and I saw like a middle-aged mum wearing a Sydney Tattoo Convention T-shirt. It's like, right, awesome.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
And we need some fridge magnets, mate.
Yep, stubby holders.
Yeah, stubby holders.
But yeah, just again, it just I think sticks with our whole ethos of tattooers tattooing for tattooing by tattooers.
Yeah,
you know, sticking to it.
That's our thing. We've you know, as far as 13 feet and all that, that's sort of been our base, and we've never sort of gone away from that. You know what I mean? And that's how we've always worked, and it's worked for us, and it's worked for everybody that's worked for us.
Yep.
So we just on our end, just trying to keep it just like that. Totally. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Just keep it tattooing, you know. Yep. We just want to keep it like that, and I think it's been the feedback, you know, speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, and you know what? 90s are on point right now.
Yeah, that's
so,
it.
Man, if I could
living it all over again.
Yeah, if I could
I can't believe it's 2024 going into, you know.
Mate, it's crazy. If I could turn left in my career right now, it would be just back to the roots, back to the beginning. Well, maybe that's why I'm doing that shop on the Gold Coast.
That's right.
You've done some good stuff this year as well. Like you've opened up Circular Key.
Yeah.
How's all that going?
Yeah, that's actually, it's started to tick over now. Like we're in the middle of a construction site, which is pretty, well, it's Sydney, isn't it? Like Sydney's just forever building. Yeah, it's high rises on high rises. I just noticed another building coming over the Harbour Bridge this morning. Like there's one that's like like the London Gherkin. They've got a similar looking sort of thing going on there. Like I was like, I didn't even notice that before. But it's really good. It's picked right up. We just picked up another couple of artists.
Awesome.
Full steam ahead, hey. Like that's what we do.
Yep. Well, 13 Feet's a well-oiled machine. Like, you know, you and Katie are powerhouses together. Yeah. You know, it gives so many artists a great opportunity and platform to build a career from scratch with the apprentices that you do, but also bring in established artists and allow them to build their career even further. Yeah,
like I think, it's turned into creating a platform for artists to flourish. You know what I mean? It's not. We're not the type of owners or whatever, you know, that want to be overlords. We're just like here to try and help people. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Because you know, I think there was definitely a lack of people wanting to help people. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like through your career, through my career, it was just people wanted stuff. They didn't want to help you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they wanted to hinder you. Yeah. Like we just want to try and help people be successful. We know life's expensive. We know life's not easy. Everybody's got their own sort of version of problems. Yeah. It's just that's how life is. So if we can have people having a creative lifestyle through what we've created, then win-win. Yeah, that's all you can hope. We had a shop dinner here the other week, and I was like, we got a big crew here, same as you guys. And I was saying, look, everyone's got a battle in their head. People have been through divorces, breakups, they've lost best friends, they've lost family members, they've lost their minds, they've lost everything. You know, and
I was just saying, like, you know, my goal here is this is your safe space. This is where you can leave as much baggage at the door as you can.
Yeah.
Come and live your creative life and escape from it for a while.
That's it.
And flourish. And, you know, along the road, you might meet some cool people and get to chat to your customers about your problems. They chat to theirs with us.
Yeah.
And it's a melting pot, and it all evens out in the mix.
Definitely.
And just move forward.
There's definitely days when you're just thinking, fuck, I don't really want to do this. And then you're like, once you do it, you come out the other end and you're like, oh, that was, I'm so glad I did that.
Yep.
Because sometimes it's, you know, blessing in disguise.
Yeah, totally.
You just got to push through those little bits. If you just fall in a heap and, you know, give up, then you don't achieve anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, no, good times.
And what about the Gold Coast?
So Goldie, man, for me, it's been a long-term burner and dream to go back there. I worked on the Gold Coast for 3.5 years when I came back from travelling, or like nearly 20 years ago. And all the lockdowns, all that stuff, like, you know, sell up, buy something up there. And now I'm in a point where I've been doing backwards and forwards all last year, working at some of my mates' shops at 383 and Borderline. And I think I just got to the point where I was like, I'm, you know, amazing shops, but I like my own little space. Some things changed in my life where now, you know, I'm on my own now. So I found an apartment above a shop, cheap rent, straight back from the beach, and just sort of made sense.
Great spot.
So yeah, so now best of street and custom up there. I'll be doing walk-ins on the night shift. Back to my roots, back to the 90s.
Really?
I know you'll be coming up and guesting, so there'll be hopefully the door will be open for loads of guests. Thanks for coming up and with your building and painting skills the other week.
Yeah, that's all right.
So yeah, it should be open mid-late Jan, and it's a great position, big windows, which will be fine for promoting the Sydney Tattoo Convention. So get all those Gold Coasters and tourists knowing about it and coming down.
Well, that's quite happening up there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all going on, and for me a nice mix. Like, you know, you've got 3 shops and you're not in every shop every day.
No, you can't be.
Yeah, so for me here, great management now. So my plan will be 3 days tattooing in Sydney and 2 days tattooing on the Gold.
Yeah.
So nothing's changing. I'm not retiring. I'm going somewhere, but I'm still here, still accessible.
Yeah, well, it takes time to run businesses as well as tattoo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once you start doing multiple things, as you already know, it's your time. It's time management.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're still tattooing. It's like me. I'm still tattooing all the time, but I'm just in different places all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm on my own tour.
Yeah.
I'm guesting at my own place. Which I sort of like. It's a little bit confusing for me sometimes, but I like it.
It's familiar.
It's familiar, yeah.
Yeah.
And you get, every place has a different feeling,
Yeah.
a different vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, even in here, we got multiple rooms. I've changed rooms this year.
Yeah, you're on your own tour.
Guested as well.
Yeah.
It's a
I like
nice
that.
way of looking at it.
Yeah, I think it's healthy to move around a little bit.
So anyone that wants to guest out there at either Little Tokyo's or 13 Feet, like, hit us up as well.
Yeah.
You know, there's good opportunities. Like, and everyone learns. Like, we've had a bunch of guests come through this year. It's good for me. It's good for the artists. It's good for everyone.
Yeah.
So, and good for tattooing.
Yeah, it's great. It's healthy to move around.
Yeah.
I think, like, not move around too much where it's getting weird.
Yeah.
But just to dip your toes here and there is nice.
Yeah.
And conventions are always good to visit.
Yeah.
But I will say this, if you're a tattooer and you want to do the conventions, you still have to look after your home base.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
You can't just be like, oh, I'm just going to be away for 6 months, but my stuff's still going to be here. It's like,
Yeah, no.
what did we learn over the convention? I think Freddie said like a month.
Yeah.
Did he say?
Yeah. Yeah.
A month is a healthy time to either be away or be back.
Yeah. Yeah. Or stay away.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, the turnaround is 4 weeks.
Yeah, and I think he was saying like then because, you know, if someone's, you know, dipping their toe in the water somewhere else. 2 weeks is not enough to get the real appreciation of the grass being greener, or actually maybe it's greener back here.
Yeah.
You know, and work it out that way. And, you know, people come and go. You know, this year we've got people leaving, we've got people coming, we've got more people coming, and it's good. But yeah, I think that one's the one as well. Like, if you're going to get out and about, like most tattooists here anyway, work 4 days a week.
Yeah.
You know, they're probably going to have 2 months of the year off.
Yeah.
Like, so you're thinking, yeah, everyone's got their station, but if you're going to start wanting to be more and more away, it doesn't always work out that way. Still welcome. One guy left and went overseas, spent a lot of time overseas this year.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you got prime position here. You're welcome to come back at any point and guest, do your thing. And it's been great for him.
Yeah.
Some others you have a conversation with and they realise as well that, you know, it's good here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's it. It is healthy to move around, but
yeah.
you can't have your cake and eat it all the time,
Yeah.
is what I'm just probably saying.
Yeah. Any last bits and pieces for the convention? You want to finish up the year on? It's been a good year. I know a lot of people have struggled as well with the economy. You know, we're still going strong. I know you guys are going strong.
Yeah.
A testament to the artists, the businesses, the reputation.
Yeah.
The convention was great as well.
It definitely helped, yeah. I don't know. What else can we... Town Hall, it's going to be there again.
The one, yeah.
It's the building, it's right in the centre of town. You know, if you can't find it, that's pretty wild.
And let's hope that, you know, which will continue. You know, I said to some artists, man, if you couldn't make money that weekend, you were doing something wrong.
Yeah.
You know, so I imagine the goodwill and the love it got is just going to compound. You know, the Made to Suit exhibition is something that's never seen before on such a large scale. The seminars will go to the next level, probably have some live music. You know, we've got the organ, the after parties, internationals again, some familiar faces, some new faces, some tattoo history stuff like a book dropping, like a bit of a doco, some old school legends from here and abroad coming over. So yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
No mega booths again. It's just going to be small, you know, maybe 3-4 maximum per shop.
Yeah.
So we spread the love and it's not like being dominated.
No, that's how, I think it needs to be like that just because of, we don't want it dominated. We want everyone to have a go and, you know, try and keep it fair.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have mega booths and we own it. You know what I mean? Like, because that's not in the community spirit.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
But it's going to be, great.
So probably dropping with this will be some info. So booth info, so application. I got slaughtered by a few people last year going, what is this? An invite only? I'm like, no, it's an applicational.
Yeah.
You put in an expression of interest and then we're going to go through it and try and do it as fair as we can, which I think if you look at last year's lineup, you can see that's the way it was, you know.
Yeah.
Not everyone can get a Guernsey and that's just life. Like, we're as inclusive as we can. We're not exclusive. So if you want to come on down, put your thing in. If you were on the mailing list last year, that'll come out. Keep an eye on all the socials. Then we'll finalise everything early in the new year, get everything rolling and booked in, and stay tuned.
Yeah, I think Katie will have the website updated maybe by today, definitely by this week.
Yep.
The aim is to get it done before New Year.
Yep.
And you'll be able to apply and do all that sort of, like you just explained, but that should be, just watch the Instagram and like what's going on, and it should be all happening this week. So should be open up, the new posters loaded, everything's like there. So Katie's been working really hard on it.
Yep.
And bombs away.
Yep. There we go. On that note, see you in August or before 2024.
Yep.
Thanks, Todd.